Hi, and welcome to TechAndWisdom.com. I'm your host, Keith Washer. Very excited to introduce you to Sean Patrick Tario, entrepreneur, executive, and founder, producer of I Love Data Centers, the podcast, which you got to check out. Sean, thanks for being part of the show. He's going to share with you a couple of things that he's learned along the way in entrepreneurship, give you some advice, tips. What would you like to say with the audience? Are there any three things you'd like to say that you've learned along the way with everything?
Yeah, so I've been an entrepreneur now for about 20 years. Started probably about a dozen companies, of which only one has actually made money. So that's actually the first lesson is don't stop trying and keep hustling and hustling and hustling. If you get passionate about something, don't stop until you can make it work. The other key, though, is related to that on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is know when to quit. So you have to set very strict parameters around if certain things don't happen by certain dates. You know that maybe you should move on or pivot or adjust what you're thinking about the business and how to approach the business. And then the last is just work from a good heart place. So if you're in it only for the money, you're going to find that the goals that you achieve over time have diminishing returns. And so if it's only about the money, you could have $1 billion, and as most people who do any kind of reading from very, very wealthy people, they all reach a point where they have more wealth than they know what to do with, and they're still unhappy people if they haven't focused on the self-work and trying to find that heart place that they want to get to find peace and joy and love in their life. So I would also focus on working on self, not just working on making a lot of money. So those are three tips.
Excellent. Thank you, Sean. So it's about significance at the end of the day, making meaningful, significant contributions to your lives and others. Last thing is, tell us a little about this podcast that you do, and what have you learned along the way with the podcast? Any advice around that?
Yeah, so I'm a big believer that a rising tide raises all ships in education and training. And so the I Love Data Centers podcast is me interviewing executives in the data center industry, obviously, who have helped shape and evolve the industry into what it is today. They're about an hour and a half interview, dig into who these people are, where they come from, what their background was, how they got into the industry, tips that they can give to people who are just getting started in the industry, and education and training that they can offer people about different topics from fiber optics, subsea cables, cooling infrastructure, data center infrastructure, power infrastructure, the whole ecosystem around the data center. So if you're interested and want to geek out on data centers, it's a good one to check out.
Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate it. How can they learn more?
You can find me on LinkedIn. Just look up Sean Patrick Tario on LinkedIn, or just Google my name, Sean Patrick Tario, and you'll find the litany of different things that I'm involved with.
There you have it, Sean Patrick Tario. Look him up on LinkedIn and check out his I Love Data Centers podcast. Thank you for watching. Check out more clips like this and advice at TechAndWisdom.com.